The idea that our reality might be an illusion is not new. Ancient philosophers like Plato suggested that we could be prisoners in a shadow world, mistaking mere reflections for reality. Fast forward to today, and thinkers like Bostrom argue that if technology continues to advance, civilizations will eventually create ultra-realistic simulations of conscious beings. And if that's possible, then statistically, we are far more likely to be inside one of those simulations than in the real base reality. Even Elon Musk has suggested that the odds we are in base reality are 1 in billions. But what if there's already evidence that we are rendered rather than truly existing? Quantum physics gives us a strange clue. The idea that nothing exists until it is observed is a consequence of the theory of superposition, where particles can exist in multiple states simultaneously until measured. Upon measurement, the particle assumes a specific state, breaking the superposition. This means that at the smallest level, reality doesn't decide what it is until we interact with it. If our universe were a simulation, this would be an efficient way to save computational power, only rendering what is necessary when it is necessary. Just like a video game that loads textures only when a player gets close, our reality might not exist in full until we look at it. Now, if we are simulated, the most interesting question still remains. What is the purpose of the simulation? What are the simulation owners trying to gain? One possible answer is simple: information. If an advanced civilization exists out there, they may be running simulations to gather knowledge. Perhaps they're studying history, recreating different versions of their own past to see how events could have unfolded with slight variations. Maybe they are testing social structures, technological advancements, or even ethical dilemmas on a grand scale. If this is the case, every action you take, every thought you have, could be mere data points in a massive cosmic experiment. Another, more sinister possibility is that our simulation exists to generate energy. Could we be nothing more than a power source, like the premise of the Matrix? This may seem far-fetched, but think about it. Our brains generate electrical activity. If a sufficiently advanced being found a way to harness the collective neural activity of billions of simulated minds, they could be extracting energy on an unimaginable scale. What if we are just training artificial intelligence? This third option is one that feels eerily close to our own technological trajectory. Right now, our most advanced AI has been trained on huge data sets. Fast forward a few years, we could be training AI not on static datasets, but on complex simulations that imitate our reality. This creates a cycle where the AI gets smarter, then AI is used to make better simulations, until all of a sudden we reach a point where these simulations are indistinguishable from base reality. These would be immensely powerful training modules. The AI could experience every war, every invention, and every philosophical debate from every one of our perspectives, all at once, thus creating intelligence far beyond our comprehension. Another grim possibility: we could be in a simulation that acts as a mind prison. Imagine a civilization so advanced that it no longer needs to imprison people in physical cells. Instead, it locks minds inside a digital construct where the illusion of freedom is just strong enough to keep the prisoners unaware. What crime would warrant such a fate? Are we remnants of another civilization trapped in a simulation as punishment or exile? Are we rebels, enemies, or dangerous beings who have been contained for the safety of something greater? Maybe it is all a test of morality, of choices, of how we act when we believe no one is watching. Perhaps some higher intelligence wants to see how we evolve. Do we lean towards destruction or compassion? Do we seek meaning, or are we content with ignorance? Maybe our choices determine whether we escape the simulation or remain trapped within it. The most likely scenario is that simulations generate something. But what could the creators really be after? The answer is likely something beyond energy or data. I would guess there is something far more valuable to the creators, and our simulation exists to generate the currency of the creators, some kind of real currency of the universe that is far beyond our understanding. This leads us to an even deeper question. What could be the true currency of existence? Is it knowledge, experience, emotion, or maybe even consciousness itself? If the real currency of the universe is consciousness, then our simulation may have one purpose: to generate life and, in turn, create conscious beings. Some spiritual and philosophical traditions suggest that all consciousness is one, that every being is simply an extension of a singular universal mind, experiencing itself in infinite forms. Could it be that the entity running our simulation is not a civilization, but consciousness itself? If so, then we are not separate from it. We are it. Every thought, every experience, every struggle contributes to the expansion of this universal awareness, with the ultimate goal being the exploration of many parallel universes, their nuances, and report back at the end of our lives, pushing consciousness toward complete understanding and transcendence. If that's true, then the simulation is not a prison. It's not an experiment. It's a journey, one designed for consciousness to grow, learn, and become something greater than it was before. If we are in a simulation, the purpose behind it remains unknown. But one thing is certain: nothing changes the fact that you are here, experiencing this reality. And perhaps that's the only thing that truly matters. Or maybe the ones running the simulation are patiently waiting for us to realize the truth.